Good morning everyone and all the doggy lovers out there. I'm Tory and I'm from Nelly Dog Food. I wanted to chat with you this morning about Baby Belly. Baby Belly is a new formulated probiotic food that we have developed specifically for puppies and that we put in each of our new puppy recipes. The reason why I want to explain why we put it in there is, as you may know, here at Nelly, we are firm believers that gut health is synonymous with great health, not only for humans, but also for our doggy companions. And the reason for this being, of course, is that most of our immune system and a good majority of our health and vitality come from the integrity and the balance of good and bad bacteria in our digestive systems. So, consuming fermented foods on a regular, hopefully daily basis is a really important way that we can, and an easy way, that we can support long-term health and support the microbiome that is inside of us and inside of our doggies. Obviously, starting from an early age, starting from when puppies are starting to eat solid foods, is the perfect time to introduce them to probiotic foods and to mix it in, like in our food, with all the solids that they're eating. And this ensures that their little digestive systems mature in a really healthy way and that they have all the defenses that they need in their digestive system to grow strong, to develop strong bones and muscles and good nervous systems, happy dispositions, shiny coat, good poos especially. These are all the things that we want for our dog, and also obviously to prevent chronic health diseases, inflammatory health diseases later on in their lives, and to reduce those vet bills as well, of course. So with that in mind, I thought I'd go through Baby Belly briefly and explain what we put in there and why we put it in there and how it's going to support your puppy. So the first ingredient, I'll just open up the jar for you so you can have a little look. It's probably the only real thing that you can see in certainty is oats. We use oats as the base or substrate ingredient in our fermented food, as they are a really nice source of carbohydrates for bacteria to feed off and to grow from. Oats in and of themselves are an amazing nutritive whole grain. They are a grain, they are gluten-free. You need to get gluten-free certified ones because they can get contaminated with other grains sometimes in manufacturing, but gluten-free oats are available. And oats also are especially rich in minerals, things like manganese and phosphorus and magnesium, high in folate and B vitamins, and also in vitamin E, which is a really important antioxidant for our immune systems and for a whole range of our eyes and our brain and heart and things like that, and for puppies, of course. And oats also uniquely contain two compounds that are very, very important for immune systems as well, for growing puppies. One of these is called avenananthromides. It's an antioxidant or polyphenolic compound that has antioxidant properties. It's particularly good at reducing the oxidation of LDL, which is bad cholesterol in our bodies and in dogs' bodies. So it's really good at reducing cholesterol levels, but also the oxidation of cholesterol, which is very damaging to blood vessels and to tissues in the body. Avenanthromides are also anti-inflammatory and also support generally the immune system through its antioxidant potential. The other compound in oats, which is really cool, is beta-glucans. Beta-glucans are fibres, and they're soluble fibres, so they're really viscous, and that's what helps make the mushy mixture and makes it kind of gelatinousy. And prebiotic fibres generally are awesome for the digestive system because they help feed good bacteria in the gut, so they're a food source. Prebiotic fibres like beta-glucans specifically are really good at helping support the immune system. And in puppies, this has come through in studies to show that it supports innate immune responses, and the immune system's ability to take on board vaccinations and and antibodies through vaccinations. So it enhances the effects of vaccinations. So having beta-glucans in the diet is a really protective way, particularly from puppies or any dog getting vaccinated, to support their development of their antibodies in their immune system. So that's really, really cool. Oats, also, I mean, dogs love them because they're carbohydrates, and even though we know that dogs don't need carbohydrates to survive, obviously they do love the flavour. So oats is the base ingredient. To oats, we then add our cultured food. So to make a fermented food, you need a base culture full of probiotics and yeast to help proliferate and grow more good bacteria and yeast. So what we've used as our culture base is goat's milk kefir. And goat's milk kefir is goat's milk that has been fermented with kefir grains to produce a yogurty kind of tangy drink called kefir. And goat's milk itself is an incredible whole food. I mean, it's a drink, but it's got a balanced profile of amino acids or proteins, fats, and minerals and trace elements as well. It's an amazing source of easy to digest nutrients, particularly for puppies, especially as when they're transitioning from their mum's milk, their canine mum's milk, onto solids. It's really familiar to them, it's recognizable. Even though it doesn't have exactly the same nutrient profile as canine milk, it really does have the same sort of particle sized fats and easy to digest proteins and minerals like calcium and magnesium and phosphorus and things like that their little systems are used to and also need high amounts of. So goat's milk was an obvious choice for us to use, but then adding it as a kefir, which is fermented, meant that we were also putting in a huge amount of bacteria into the ferment from the start. Goat's milk kefir contains over 12 different strains of bacteria, and we know from clinical studies that there are at least 4 strains of bacteria in kefir that have been clinically shown to be of benefit and to be highly present in canine or in doggy microbiota, in their microbiome, and they have clinical evidence to support their use for dogs with their digestive systems and their immune systems. So we know that they help with doggy diarrhea, and dogs do get something called leaky gut, which is where they get holes in their digestive system and a bit of a reactive gut and an inflammatory gut. So we know that these strains of probiotics can really help to heal the gut and also to put the balance back in for their systems and to reduce diarrhea. We know that these bacteria can help reduce cholesterol in dogs, which isn't so much a problem for puppies, but it is later on in life. And another benefit of having probiotics earlier on in life is it can really help prevent dogs from developing allergies and itchy skin allergies, atopic conditions as well. Again, it can really support growth in dogs. So we know that it supports weight gain and growth in puppies, having probiotics. And also, again, it's coming up again, it's really helping support the vaccination response in puppies as well. So we know that that's being an effective, positive thing to do for them. Goat's milk kefir is awesome. So not only do puppies just love it because it's familiar to them, but it's providing our fermented food with the source of bacteria that we need for the doggies' digestive systems and their immune systems, and to help make the ferment bubble away. The other ingredient that we use in our baby belly is chamomile. We make a really strong brew of chamomile, organic chamomile tea. Chamomile is a daisy. It's a member of the daisy family, so it's a fairly little, humble, pretty flower. but it's been used for thousands of years for humans and animals alike, and there's been many studies in over the years about the benefits and the medicinal uses, not only traditionally but also now more scientifically supported uses of chamomile to support not only healing in the body but the maintenance of homeostasis and balance in the body. We know that chamomile is particularly calming. It's the same goes for dogs. It's a nervine, it's a carminative, so it helps support the nervous system. It helps to reduce anxiety in dogs. It also really helps to soothe and calm the digestive system. We have a whole nervous system everywhere in the body, but particularly in the gut. We've got our own sort of second brain in the gut, and it's the same for dogs. And if we can calm and soothe that nervous system along the lining of the digestive tract, it really helps not only calm the dog down, but it helps support their ability to absorb the nutrients in their food. So that's really important. And it can support the reduction of gas and tummy upset and pain caused by gas and things like that in dogs. Chamomile is also an antioxidant, an anti-inflammatory, and an antimicrobial. So it helps to reduce even things like worms and bad bacteria like E. coli and salmonella and things like that. It is a very gentle herb. It's not a strong like punch in your face like let's eradicate all these things. It's just a really gentle but effective herb that can be safely consumed or drunk every day, and it's a really nice way to just have small amounts of these effects happening for your dog every day to support their well-being. The other thing, as you can see again in Baby Belly that we popped in there, is our favorite turmeric. This is what gives the Baby Belly its golden hue. We also put turmeric in our Nelly Belly, which is our other fermented food for adult dogs. The reason why we put turmeric in here is because it's amazing. Turmeric is so good for everything. It has been used for thousands of years with not only like anecdotal evidence, traditional use, but it is now being studied far and wide. There are hundreds of different studies showing us and proving to us that turmeric pretty much fights every chronic inflammatory disease. So we're talking obesity, diabetes, cancer, autoimmune disease, all of these things that we, not only as humans, but all our dogs are being afflicted by in the modern day. Turmeric is definitely something that is worth having in the toolkit to help prevent and also treat these ailments. Turmeric is most importantly a very potent anti-inflammatory, and inflammation is one of the main things that we want to quell in the body, in dogs' bodies, and also particularly in the digestive tracts. If we can keep their digestive systems working well and absorbing well and not have inflammatory responses happening in there, it means all the good bacteria and all the good guys can do their work to help support the immune system. As well as turmeric, we add black pepper, and we do that because black pepper helps supports turmeric's absorption into the body, or more specifically curcumin's absorption. Curcumin is the compound in turmeric which is the most bioactive and has the most studies linking it to all these health benefits. And pepper has a compound called pepperine, which increases curcumin's absorption by 2,000%. So that's amazing. And also curcumin or turmeric really does need fat to help the body absorb it, and in dogs' bodies too. So we get fat in the food that we in the mixtures that we make, including coconut oil, but also the meat fats and the organ fats, as well as the fatty acids that are found naturally in goat's milk kefir. So all these fats are helping to absorb the turmeric as well. So basically that's it. It's pretty simple, but fermented foods are simple. It's the alchemy and the amazingness and the magic comes is when you add all these ingredients with the culture to it, and just let them sit and do their thing. And they bubble away and produce thousands, millions more different species and varieties of probiotics and enzymes as well. All these really great things that support digestive well-being. Harping on about the digestive well-being, but it really does come down to great digestion as the seat of everyone's health, ours and our doggies. So I hope you're excited about Baby Belly, and we're excited for your puppies to try it. It is in all of their food. So we've got 2 recipes for puppies now, a buffalo and lamb and a kangaroo and beef for them to try, all specifically formulated and balanced for puppies, including Baby Belly. All right, guys, we'll catch you next time. Have a good one.